G'day everyone and welcome to another race. This is a little bit different than what we usually see. Myself, PjOne and Kiwi Dad decided to have a little grudge community race practice on the reverse Kyoko track, which is the one where it's currently race C on the daily races. Now obviously our goal in this was to have a bit of fun, a bit of practice, see where we stand amongst each other and just have a ball. So as you can see, you've got PjOne, Kiwi Dad Racer, which you can follow on Twitch, and obviously myself. So strap on in and enjoy. This is a really good race. There is a little bit of fun and a little bit of outlandish driving amongst us. I think PJ definitely gained the advantage between myself and Kiwi having some good old fun against each other. But jump on in and enjoy the ride. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. And obviously keep up to date with our news and our live streams on VXSL67. So as you can see, PJ's in the Citroen and Kiwi's in the Citroen and I'm in the good old G70. The pace is fairly even amongst them all. Actually it isn't too bad. Looking at lap times throughout the race, they were very comparable. So I will be swapping in between the different drivers. During the race, you'll have a bit of PJ, a bit of Kiwi, a bit of myself. So, as I said, just trying to keep it to see what everyone else is doing. And as you can see, that it's on the second lap, the G70 has put in the fastest lap in front of the Citroens, which is good. It just shows that, you know, you can be just as fast and you don't have to be in the main vehicles. But yeah, it's just good fun to keep up with these guys. These guys are quick drivers, there's no doubt about it. You know, PJ has a current qualifying lap of a 142. Kiwi has a current qualifying lap of a 143, and I'm still in a 145, so I'm still way off the pace. Obviously, I can see I have a 144.1 in me as a lap time, so just got to replicate that in a qualifier, which is good. as you can see, I had a bit of a overdrive there and ended up clipping the wall, but it did knock me off the pace a little bit. And PJ's playing around with us and having a bit of fun. As you can see, slow down a little bit. This is where we're starting to get a bit loose. We did 4 laps of fairly good, strong racing, and started to get a bit loose, and you know, starting to push through and knock each other off lines a little bit. It was quite sportsman though. We were all laughing. Kiwi was actually live during this race, so yeah, we were having a good laugh. I said PJ's in there just knocking us about. Back in the lead again. Get out of me way, Kiwi. That put me into the wall though. That totally buggered my racing line up. But that was the whole point of this race. We wanted to do some practice and try different lines and see where we could be comparable. Obviously mine also did open up the gap for PJ to run away, so we sort of left me and Kiwi to have a bit of fun against each other. But PJ is fun, so don't care about that. Kiwi's had a bit of an off and nearly lost there, but I come through and just knocked his front back straight again, kept him straight on the road. Close. Like PJ would open the gap up, which is understandable. Kiwi and myself are battling. There's no denying that. as I said, the Kiwi got me here. Just a bit wide on the line. Another dive around. He just had a bit more pace out of him, so I slot behind him again. He's darting out the way. Get out of your way. As you can see, I had a big oops on that chicane, which put me a fair way back, which left me an open track. So you can see the PJ had a decent gap between Kiwi, and also Kiwi had a decent gap between myself. So at the moment, it was sort of a qualifying race at the moment of time, as we had a fairly clean run. Straight as we were just coming through the S's, and we're about to enter the VXSL round. The PJ's at the end of the straight, so as PJ's exiting the straight, I'm starting the straight, so it's a fair bit of distance in there. As you can see, he's just come around there, and we come up to the chicane. So Kiwi actually slowed down after the U here to let me catch up, because we wanted to battle and have a bit of fun. So he's just come up to the chicane now, and I'm pretty much right behind him. PJ's on the back area now, as he's just cutting laps, as he just did a 41.43.2, which is a very quick lap. He's got some pace in him. That back section fairly nailed. I'm holding in flat 5th gear. So we're on to the main straight. We've got pretty much 2 laps to go. Can we make a move on Kiwi? Can we pimp him and get second position? Let's see in the next 2 laps. Our lap times are fairly consistent, anything between a 151, 155. Obviously 155 is when we've had an oops, but otherwise we're fairly, my lap times are fairly comparable and consistent. So we'll start to close the gap into Kiwi here. if we can get him. Right on his tail. He just got out and accelerated on that one, just a bit better than I did. But we're still in the drafting range, we're still there. The big U now into the back straight area. Got a better exit out on that one, so we've just held it tight, got a way better exit. One lap to go. What's he got for me? Let's see what he's got for me. Can I keep him at bay is the question. PJ's just coming down into the chicane now to do the back area. Bang, off he goes. Smooth as silk through there. We've just done the tight loop. We're coming down to that chicane area. He's right on me though. He knows all I need to do is make one mistake and he's on me. Nailed that chicane pretty well. Contact him, but just threw him off a little bit. And there's 4 wheels off the ground. Here we are, onto the main straight for the last time. Does he get a run on me? I think he does. And there's our race. So I want to say thank you Kiwi and PJ for that one. That was an awesome race and look forward to the next one.